Hi, I'm Tessa Learmont, and I'm going to share with you today my lesson plan for Holy Cow, Fractions Are Fun, An Introduction to Fractions. The subject standard is to recognize, name, and compare unit fractions from 1/2 to 1/12. The goal of the unit is to begin a basic understanding of the meaning of fractions from 1/2 to 1/12. And the objective of my lesson is after reading the picture book Holy Cow, students will be able to select their own example of a fraction with 100% accuracy to be used in a group-made picture book. I have included the picture book, in a PowerPoint, and it is 2 pages to each PowerPoint slide, so you can check that out. I really like this book, especially because it asks a question of the student on each page, and in addition to that, at the very end, it has the answers to all of those questions. Um, the assessment that I would use for this, after the students have read the book, which I think the best way I would do that, to have a PDF, or how I have it as an ebook, to display on the overhead so that all students may read and see it together. After we finish that, to put them into groups of 6, and together they will create a book of fractions. Each student will choose a fraction from 1/2 to 1/12 and draw an object or shape to represent that fraction. They will customize their pages and then together assemble them into a picture book of fractions. Before beginning the lesson, I will hand out handmade paper cows, each colored in a different pair of 2 colors, half and half, and ask them to start thinking about what portion of the cow is which color, and then try and get students to think of if they have encountered fractions before, if they know what they might mean, or if they have an idea. I'm hoping through this the cows will represent halves, and to get them thinking about fractions in other areas and how they are representative of pieces of a whole. During the reading and the group practice with the books, um, I will ask students for other examples of fractions that they've encountered in their own lives day to day, and use examples like the desk setup in groups of 6 and how each one is 1/6 of the whole. The books that they create will remain in the classroom and they can be used in later fraction lessons. And through this, the students will be able to create a better understanding of fractions and how they can pertain to other places, other areas of their lives. And with the fraction books being left in the classroom, they can see more examples in different ways that other students, their classmates, have seen fractions and how they can explain fractions. After the class and after the group activity, when they go home, I will ask them to find other examples of fractions with their parents and their guardians, somewhere in the home or out shopping or whatever activities they do, and to come back and write about those fractions that they've discovered in their reflection journals. Having the parents and the guardians involved will get the students thinking about fractions outside of the classroom and realize that something like fractions is not just a classroom concept. And by writing about it in the reflection journals, they will have it and they can always refer back to that. Um, that's about it. Yeah, for 2nd grade, length of the lesson 45 minutes. Um, oh, for diversified learners, one thing that when reading this book, I think would be important to check for English comprehension with any ESL students, and to address words or concepts that they may not have a firm grasp of, and to work with them into a collective understanding with the rest of the class. And that's about it. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed that.